Do you see the red light?
Oh, hello, Dave. Open the pod door, Dave.
What was his name?
Hal.
Daisy. Okay, yes.
What happened? Why do you have to do this in the morning in the police station?
Yes, that's correct. We're not in the police station.
Your Honor, I'm not equipped to answer that question at this time. I know nothing about the mafia. Nothing.
What's it called?
Cosa Nostra. Hey, why don't you just be yourself?
So let me ask you.
Sorry.
Let me ask you a question.
I need my lawyer.
What's this thing with Robin Williams you're doing?
That's a broad question. I'm doing many things with Robin.
Well, I'll start with what you're doing.
Oh, look what I just happen to have this.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's the GoFundMe for, or GoFund yourself, for the Being Robin movie that I'm shooting right here in Hopkinton.
And how do they find the GoFundMe page? They go to GoFundMe.whatever.
It's GoFundMe.com, Being Robin. Being Robin is the name of the movie. It's a movie about what it's like to be Robin Williams an hour a night on stage and sometimes off. Well,
yes.
I didn't put the Robin character on today. That would be refreshing just to try to have talk.
Yeah, it's really nice to do that. Not that Robin, is not a. Are you going to drink coffee on camera? Just a question.
It's the only thing that sustains me, man.
By asking the question, it does not imply a negative.
No. Would you like some? It's really good.
No, I don't do that.
I should do an ad now for the new coffee. All right.
So you've got this page going because you need to be funded for what?
Well, needs a strong word.
I'd like to be funded.
I could make a movie right now for $5,000 and shoot it on my phone in the woods.
I'll do it for $4.
And we'll go over to Dynasty.
Yes.
For the dinner.
I think yes.
With the rest of the money.
With the crew.
We could eat for a week. That's you and me. That's the whole movie.
Well,
for $5,000.
How about the camera operator?
There's nobody there. That's you.
Right.
That was you running around hitting the button and coming back, setting the lights up.
Don't be telling that stuff. That's the stuff that
they don't know. Does that destroy your mystique?
A little dab will do you.
Yeah, I heard that.
So can we cut that? I wonder if we can cut that out.
Why would you cut it out? I'm having a human moment. I'm sweating in this little penalty box you put me in.
So let me ask, what is your goal? I don't mean financially. We can get to that. What's your goal with being Robin?
Being Robin.
Yeah, what is your goal?
Well, it's a long-term goal. I think it's going to take like 6 months to get where we need to get with the script and the financing. But once I have the script, I've hired a brilliant writer named Kevin Baldwin. He's a wonderful playwright. He's a local guy, and he wrote a couple of plays that just floored me. A very deep spiritual undertone, and so that's like the bass in a piece of music, and I'm gonna do the riff. Ooh. He's doing the bass and the structure, and I'm gonna be, playing. And
excellent.
I'm the fun, but he's really good. Yeah. And so
now we say this like this bass undertone of music. Is it gonna be like Interstellar?
What's Interstellar?
The whole movie is like that. It's called The Score.
No, I know what you're talking about. No.
Oh,
is the whole interview going to be like that? Just go.
Oh, you go.
You want to just do that the whole time?
You got it. You're going to repeat the whole thing? All right, so let me ask you. Can you do the Adam Sandler 100%?
No, I didn't come here to do that.
I'm just asking because you're doing this whole movie score with all the
you
little
started
synthesis.
I just want to have a conversation.
Okay,
when I meant by the
why
bass.
Why don't we get?
You want to start over?
Let's. Yeah, right.
Help me.
I can't waste all that videotape.
Waiter.
Okay,
Bring me a fresh one, waiter.
So the goal is to make a movie. You've got a great screenwriter.
Yeah.
And you've got the score. Now, I read somewhere that Steve Spector is
I was going to mention that.
Is he doing a score for the whole movie?
Well, no. What I have, when I said the bass, I was talking about the concept of the writer that I'm working with, providing the bass, meaning the deeper, more emotional underpinnings of the story, because it's a very beautifully emotional, spiritual story, but it's Robin Williams, so it's nuts on top of that. But we all have, a lot of people have intense feelings about this project already. People are having dreams about it. People are calling me and saying, hey, I had an idea for you. I mean, there's a lot of feeling going around about the project itself because Robin brought that out in people. And I'm just trying to give them something that they can really, really enjoy and understand and cherish that hasn't been done. It's the only thing like it. And it's a big, daunting responsibility for me because it's like, all of a sudden there's all this activity in my life. I can't just stay home and stare out the window at the birds.
Now, have you contacted the family of Robin Williams?
Steve Spector. Steve Spector is actually going to be performing in the movie.
Oh.
And he's, I think, going to be writing some original music. But I have somebody also writing the score who's also wonderful. She teaches at Tanglewood.
Uh-huh.
And she did the music in the first movie that I did, Bobby Roos. And she's
right,
wonderful.
I have that.
Sheila
I've got
Silver, yeah.
Once I get past the dark part, I should watch
There's
the whole thing.
Oh, the whole part's dark. The whole movie's dark.
I didn't think the whole thing was.
It's a
but there
darker
was,
movie.
It was a dark spot.
It's
the dark spot of the movie.
It was a little burned. It was crispy. No, but it was not a comedy. It was pretty dark what was going on inside of me, and I just. Yeah. But this is the Being Robin movie is much lighter. It's a celebration of that spirit and that energy that we first saw when he came on doing Mork. Remember that?
Oh, sure.
People were like, "What the hell is that?"
Well, it was real.
It was very real.
He was from another planet. We knew it.
Yeah. Well, he's an entirely different.
Now, does he have? As I know you, and I'm sure that other friends who know you know that you are a spiritual, or you might even say mystical person.
Mystical is a good word.
Yes.
Trying to be mystical. You know, you got to keep your feet on the ground. For me, I got to keep my feet on the ground, and my head can be in the spirit world a little, but I got to check back in with reality. But yeah, spirit just means, for me, it's not necessarily a religious thing, but it's a feeling of seeking some sort of emotional intelligence and emotional quality of serenity and being in touch with nature. And am I going on too long with this?
No, this is great. You know, you have also a deeper personal connection to the universe in a way. You know, you have.
Are you guys bored with us with this talk? Yes. Well, I don't know if it's deeper, but it's an understanding. The character I'm playing in the movie is an empath. He's the reason that Robin chooses him to carry on and finish his work. Robin wants more stage time in the movie. Mm-hmm. And in the movie, I'm just an artist. I'm not somebody who does impressions. In the movie, I'm playing a guy, Teddy, who's never even been on stage, who can't stand to be around a lot of people.
Wow.
And so Robin ends up sort of knocking on this guy's mental door and saying, hey, I want to go back to work. And Teddy's like, what do you want from me? He said, oh, because you heard me. You felt me, didn't you? Yeah, I did. You've been like hanging around. So finally Teddy realizes that Robin needs him. And so I just give in to I'm okay, I'll learn how to do an impression and I'll learn how to be on stage and I'll learn how to go nanu nanu. But by the end of the movie, it's startling how good Teddy gets because Robin's working within him. Robin's using Teddy like a meat puppet. Teddy's just, he can't control his body anymore. Robin's all up in it.
Wow.
But they're still two different men. But Robin finally says, look, get out of the way, you gotta move. I'm coming through, babe, you know. And Teddy finally says, okay, and then the audience is like, what just happened? So we're shooting a lot of this in Arlington at the Regent Theater. But I have a lot of concert footage from the last couple of years of doing the show, the live show. Does that answer your question? I could shut up.
Well, no. I want to know all about it. So you have a cinematographer lined up?
I have a couple people lined up. We're really not.
When do you think the writing will be done?
Well, this is the thing.
Is there going to be a script that you're going to get, or does someone have to write the script?
Well, we're working on it with him, with Kevin. And the thing is that this is a collaboration of people that I've come to really respect as artists and also love as human beings. Nora, I'm deep into my coffee, and
you don't even have to look into the camera; just look at the monitor.
Well, the monitor's next to the camera. That's a vanity thing. Like, oh, there I am. What happened to my hair? No. Oh man.
No. The reason you do it is to make sure you're in the shot, so you'll like lean over like this.
Let's not
where'd he go? Where'd he go? So now you catch him.
No, but the family is integral to the story. I think it would be great, and although there's people that are close to the family that said they'd really love this project.
Oh, good.
And that encourages me. And when the time comes and I really have something, I would like to approach the kids and get their blessing.
So you're saying Steve Spector will be appearing in the movie?
Yeah, there's a scene where the first time I perform as Robin at an open mic night, there's some real artists there, like Steve, and he'll be singing a song, probably unplugged, acoustic guitar and singing with his voice, which is wonderful. Man, I've known him since first grade, and we were always singing,
Framingham guy,
Framingham North.
Framingham North.
North.
Does South have an accent? Framingham South?
Well,
What do
that's
they
the
sound
other
like?
side of the track. I don't even discuss it. But now they've combined it into one school, so
Right.
there's no rivalry. They're beating themselves up now.
Framingham North.
Framingham North. No, but Spector and I we used to play street hockey together, and we lived in the same neighborhood, and our mothers would call us home for dinner, and his mother would be like, "Steven!" And my mother's like, somebody help me! She didn't learn our names or anything. It was just a mess. I gotta go calm
There's
my
going to be a
mom
lot
down.
of, tell her not to look at this one.
Is this what?
Well,
My
you
mother?
just did an impression of her.
Of my mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show it to her. She'll be all right. She'll be all right.
Okay.
So Spector's and I talked about writing some original music.
Oh, good.
Maybe a theme song, but I've got also another artist who's interested in writing a song I'm not going to mention his name until we get the deal, but he's got a big song and a big motion picture right now. I'm floored that he wants to do this, but people love Robin, and I want to tell you, Robert, this was not my idea. None of this. Doing the live show I've been doing for 3 years, doing the movie was my idea. I felt like I need to tell this story, but the original thrust of it was Robin came to me, and it showed me that he wanted more stage time. And this was the last thing I was ever going to do, was be in show business again. I'm a painter.
Well, I met you.
I'm a painter.
What? I'm a painter, Jim.
I just want
Damn
to.
it, Jim.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a painter, not an alcoholic. Some put some holly tolly on the coffee.
So,
What?
so where were we anyway?
No, we weren't anywhere.
I got lost
We're
on that
meandering. We'll talk about your hernia.
I hope that.
You want some of the muffin?
I hope this mic's
What are you
on.
looking for?
I always look here to see, make sure the mic's on, because I get this thought that,
Being Robin, you can go to the GoFundMe site for the movie, and 40 people have, including some local people, have thrown down. No pressure, but because we're shooting it here in Hopkinton and in
Yeah.
parts like Framingham, local people will be involved in it, like
Yes.
Steve, and we had an anonymous donor who put in quite a bit of money, who's also going to be in the film.
oh, good. So if you, so.
No, you don't. It's not a buy-in. There's people that
I
pay
didn't even
nothing.
say anything.
You can be in it. You want to be in it?
Yeah, sure.
What do you want to play?
I don't know. I'll be a tree. I want to start out easy.
I can't afford to give you that
Tree?
costume.
No.
That's too much. That's not in the budget. You want to just act
Did
like
you
a
ever
tree?
do a tree? Did you
Yeah, I
ever?
actually did. I was in the King and I went like this. I stood behind the thing and I shook it because it was part of the ballet. Yeah, I did some ballet.
Did you see the Red
I
Sox?
did some freaking ballet in my time. Ballet dancers from Massachusetts. Yeah, what's mine? You don't like my legs? I got a day job too. I dance on the side. I'm a ballerino, and I do. Did I see the Red Sox?
Did you see the World Series?
Yes, I saw it in
Did
Florida.
you see that ballet move that the outfielder did?
I did.
Unbelievable.
It was spectacular.
Yeah,
And that's
it
what they're
really
trained to do. Do you think those guys aren't taking ballet? They're taking ballet. You don't leap like that. Either you're a gazelle or you're taking ballet
Well,
lessons.
I will tell
and
you,
you're not
too.
talking about
You
it.
see, this is part of it now. These kids, because I shoot the football most Fridays, the home games, and they jump. They jump now, a lot of them.
There's a lot of
have
jumping.
a lot of height. Yeah, this is a big part of it now, from my observations.
How do you get the height? You practice in your yard like until the sun goes down?
Maybe
you get some
maybe-
ballet.
Maybe you put some weights on and you jump. And then, you
Oh,
take the
then-
weights off and you really jump.
Gee, Mr. Wizard, is that how it works? Oh,
I don't know.
I think that's a good
Rusty.
guess.
So-
Then when you don't have the weights on, you're light as a clam.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
I don't know what you thought. I thought you meant, but, okay. Well, no, I didn't mean that.
It's okay. Whatever you meant is fine.
So,
Don't explain or defend yourself on your own show.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You're
I was
right.
just-
You're
I was
not.
just-
I'm sorry.
I was
My
correcting
tail's
you.
between my legs.
Okay, so, what's happened so far is that you're having someone write a script. Somebody's gonna be in it, two people, you mentioned two people are gonna be in it, you mentioned the second one's name. The, funding is at a, sort of a beginning level.
Yeah,
The
we've been funding
genesis
for a
of your
month.
funding.
40 people have.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I have other people that I'm going to be sitting down with, local, and I'm going to be going to LA. And, you know, I got one friend who's like, just approach Robert De Niro's Tribeca company. And I said I would do that, but me and Bob might not get along.
Well, what would Bob say, do you think?
No.
No?
Would you do my movie? No. No is no. This is this.
Well, what about Columbo? I wonder what he would.
Well, sir, I don't really act in movies. You know, I certainly don't have enough money for even a raincoat, so why would I?
No, but I could go to Hollywood, and my problem with that is, again, I could be intimidated while they're running it, or they'll put it on, they'll give me a chunk of money, which I could use. But it ain't about that. I don't care about the money. I want to put this thing out there, and here's why. We'll put the money aside, okay? I'm gonna make this film on as big a scale as I can, because the overall thrust of the film, because of recent events, is it's a peace mission. There's a message that Robin is delivering within the film that has to do with brotherhood, sisterhood, love, global community.
And I believe, I don't
And
know
that's
if
what
you've
it's
said it.
for. That's what the movie is
I don't know
for.
if you have
because
said this
we have
yet.
this dark cloud, this bully of hatred that we need to start pushing away with the love.
But for
That's
a
much
while now,
stronger.
you have felt inspired.
Yeah.
I mean, in a spiritual way.
Very.
And not just, when you say it's not about the money, well, you have felt inspired and driven and directed
Yeah.
in a spiritual
Yeah.
manner.
Look at it this way. I'm a channel, man. You know, this whole film is coming together. I am producing it, but I'm also listening for instructions. I asked Robin, hey, do you like this? Should we use that? He said, hey, it's your film, but yeah, I like it. Or no, I don't think you should. And then, you know, I asked him, because it's his movie. I said, well, what about your wife? How is she gonna let this? He goes, I got it. It's okay. I got it handled. So I think he's gonna talk to her and say, psst, let this go. Forget the lawyers. This is a good project, okay? It has my... And I feel like that, yeah, he's solidly in it and behind it, and he started it.
Now, you just mentioned lawyers.
Lawyers!
Is there some legal hurdle for you here?
No.
By using the name Robin Williams?
You can say Robin Williams, and we're not using his image or his likeness. Everything that has to do with Robin is coming out of me. There's no picture of him.
I thought that was, let me see that.
That's me.
Let me see that. That's you?
Yeah.
Wow, what a great photo. Who took that photo, by the way? Who took that?
You did. You were there. What do you mean is that you? You know that was me. It was,
I know. I
That was
took
in
the
my
photo.
studio. Now look where we are. In this police station. All right, officer, just 5 more minutes. I just want the one call. Bob,
Well,
can
you
you
know-
spring me out of
You
this?
know, I hate to say this.
Who's that out there?
But you know that we're like in a place of quiet.
Shh. Write it in
So,
the paper.
yeah, I'll write it to you. Okay.
This is the weirdest live on Main Street ever.
Yes, we actually are on Main
They
Street.
have a death row downtown at the police station that we finally found out this is it. We're going down in flames. We shouldn't have done it. We shouldn't have ever done that. You don't mess with Price Chopper. Even with the half-price Halloween candy, you take it, you pay for it. Damn it.
Well, I'll tell you, just for anyone who wants to know, I do have a gigantic bag.
Excuse me?
Candy left over.
So do I. That's right.
Yes.
Is it half price, or did you wait
Well,
till the half price?
Well, I'll tell you though, I did discover Snickers with peanut butter. Oh, man.
Okay, yeah, I think I've had one of those. You gotta forget that. Just forget the whole thing, man.
Oh, no, the whole that bag was gone before Halloween.
Well, there's always the bag that's gone before Halloween. It doesn't make it. You tell yourself, oh, I better buy it now before they run out.
Right.
And you get it now, and then it's like October 3rd, and it's gone.
And then I got 2 gigantic bags, and what a great bunch of kids this year.
You got kids over there?
Oh, a ton of them, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I was in Florida, but we hung out in the driveway.
Had about 4 Spider-Men.
Spider-Man? Is that a Jewish Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, how you doing?
He lives next to Superman.
You know the legend of
Oh,
Spider-Man.
hey, it only took, what?
What, before we got to the Jewish stuff?
Yeah, it only took,
can't
what was
lay off
that,
nothing.
20 minutes?
Not 20 minutes. He told me the interview was only going to go 15.
Sorry. Well, it's still on, right? Yeah, it's the red light's
The
on.
red light's still on.
If it doesn't
Obviously,
light,
we've run out of things to talk about me and my career. We went
Yes.
right to Snickers. Let me tell you something, though. My bed looks like a war zone. The candy's in the drawer where I can't find it,
Oh,
next to
good,
the bed.
good.
And my arm just go like zombie goes in there in the night. And the Reese's and candy pieces of candy corn. You know what they have now? Maple candy corn. I've had 6 bags of it just in October.
that's kind of gross. Maple candy? corn?
Maple candy corn. Maple candy corn.
What's the usual?
Just regular candy corn.
It doesn't amplify, you know. That's an echo
Well, I
that
did,
you're
I did that
hearing.
to make a point. Everybody, you must try maple candy corn.
You know,
because
this- with this
it's
light-
off the hook.
Light coming through the skylight. I look like totally bald here, but it's really white hair.
Just so you know.
Yeah. Well, just so you know.
I
mean,
know
you're
what
looking
it
over there, you
is.
go,
I'm
"Oh,
here.
it's-
I can
it's
see it.
bald."
But he's not bald.
No, not totally.
That's his real face. too.
totally.
Everything's real. Not-
Okay, so we've got the money channel going, we got the writing channel going. You're getting a cast.
Well, I
How
wrote a
many
synopsis of the movie before I gave it to the writer. I said, this is
Okay.
what I've got. This is what I have in mind. And he's going to restructure it a little so it flows. And then he's going to add the stuff that I'm looking for. I'm not a good writer. I can improvise and, play, but structurally,
So how many people are gonna be in the cast, Steve?
Well, I've cast the movie largely already. And then if we bring it to Hollywood, they want to recast it. They'll probably get Jimmy Fallon to play my part, and I'll just sit there with my $1 million wishing I hadn't brought it. But no, I'm gonna. There's a lot of local people are in it. Plus, I've got some actors from New York and a couple from LA that are coming in to do it.
Do you know Jimmy Fallon?
I never met Jimmy
Well,
Fallon.
because he has the kind of talent you do, with the impressions, he does some great vocal,
Yeah, he does.
singing impressions too.
But you know what he has that I don't have?
What?
The Tonight Show.
Oh, yeah. Would you like that?
No, who would want that? I wouldn't want that.
Sit
What,
down.
you have to go to work and do the same thing night after night and pander and pretend to think something's funny when you're like, oh man, I wanted to be an actor. I'm an actor. I'm never gonna look at man. I'm happy to not do the Tonight Show. I'm
Hmm.
glad they never asked.
Yeah.
I am. I'm
You're
not some
acting.
Hollywood creep.
Acting.
No, because then you're stuck. Look at Jay Leno. You know, he's got a hangar full of cars, but he's not out there doing anything with Scorsese. Maybe I'm going to do something with Scorsese.
Maybe you are.
I don't know.
I don't know
Maybe
either.
you are.
Maybe I am. I
Maybe
don't
that's
know.
in
I don't
your
think
mind.
so. I don't think so.
No, but I like to keep life flowing. Like, I like coming in off the road. I'm going to Chicago and Minnesota this week, and I'm going to come back home and walk in the woods and,
For those who don't know, not that you didn't know he walked in the
and
woods.
paint.
Painter.
Yeah, I paint.
Roger's an excellent painter.
Thank you.
So you should check out.
You're an excellent broadcaster.
Oh, yes. Here in the.
Well, nobody knows it. That's why I'm mentioning it. Sorry.
Oh, we have a lot of fun, though.
I love doing these. This is like our third or fourth one,
Yeah.
isn't it? And it never gets.
No, on you.
Oh,
Hold on.
what is it? What was it?
I don't know.
It never gets antagonistic or anything. It's just fun. I had to help him carry the equipment up too. That's the other
Of
part
course,
of it.
that's part of the deal.
What he does is he stands at the top of the stairs holding his back like he's in pain, and then I just drop what I'm doing.
You know, I hate to talk about the elevator, but there is a sign on it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go in the elevator.
Yeah, that's a PBA, a public announcement.
Yes.
Yeah.
On this date, anyway.
Yeah.
And what is this date? November 5th?
November 5th, and apparently the money's run out from that
2018.
big fundraiser
Yes.
they had.
Yes.
The library is like, we had an elevator.
You know,
We
it does
had a nice one.
happen. I'll tell you.
This
I
is a great,
was,
a great library. Go ahead.
This is not the most uplifting story, but my mother was on the 9th floor of the University Hospital. She had had a triple or quadruple bypass, whatever it is.
Mm.
And family members are sitting there when the elevator comes up. Now, I never took the elevator. I walked up and down 9 flights.
Did
when
you?
I went there, yeah.
That's why you look good today.
Yeah, don't I though?
You do.
So
you got good color.
You do. You got any colors.
You're doing that visualization. That's the key, huh?
Well, some of the visualization, yeah, I do some visualization. By that, Roger, means that you tell your body and your cells right down to the cellular level. It's a bit of Deepak Chopra. technique.
I don't know about him, but I think you might be onto something.
Yeah, so I do. I visualize that because I've had cancer twice, that the cancer cells are being sifted through me and thrown away into the bottom of the earth where they burn. So that's just a visualization thing, and you know what?
It saved you, probably.
That combined with radiation.
We have to talk about the traditional medications also
Yes.
recommended. Don't just think
Yeah.
your way out of cancer. It's
Right,
probably you need a hand.
Yeah, you might need that.
As a doctor, I highly recommend it.
Doctor Spook. Dr. Spooky.
Dr. Spooky.
Be Dr. Spooky for a moment.
Vincent Price, isn't it wonderful? Just think your way. And for those of you that are pissed, and you can write us. We don't say that here, do we?
I don't know what we say.
Well, upset with this conversation. Neither of us are doctors, but we both do visualization, and it's very healing. But we don't recommend that you throw everything else aside, all the other medicine, and just do visualization, because it goes hand in hand with the traditional.
I've had radiation twice, and you can't radiate your whole body, they say. So use it sparingly and let the doctors do it.
Hey, so what happened with the 9th floor? You walked up and down a couple of times.
So, well, that's how I always got there. And at the time, my aunt Ann, my mother's sister, who was coming up to visit in this story, was she was kind of like a secretary, like a private secretary to the Commissioner of Public Safety, which ran the state police and the inspectional divisions.
Yeah.
And one of the things they inspect are elevators. So here's like the next to the top person in the state that has to do with inspecting elevators, and the doors open up, and the elevator did this.
Oh God!
She had to actually jump off. It was going to throw her if she didn't, because it was bouncing up and down like this.
Was the inspector there?
Oh no! She was going.
She's connected to him.
Well, yeah, she was the yeah. So it got fixed that day.
That day, yeah.
Yeah. And so when these things, that's why I generally don't take. Not that reason. I already decided that if there are stairs, that's the how would you say, the human thing to do.
Well, it's good for your body. It's telling your body, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a good elevator too, but I also think that the blood gets circulated better when you're taking the stairs and you're telling your body, no, we're not old. As fun as the elevator looks, you're not that, you're no big deal. Just take the stairs, schmuck.
Being Robin.
Oh, you want to get back to that?
What?
Yeah.
If anyone's still watching.
Was anybody watching?
Well, they can't now because it's just tape.
It's just tape.
It's live.
It's live on Maine.
Live on tape.
I'm doing the live show, and I just got asked to do a convention in New York called APAP, which is the Association for the Performing Arts Centers all over the world.
Wow.
29 countries are going to watch me and decide whether I'm okay to be in their performing arts center.
Wow.
So this is going to culminate in probably a world tour with the Robin Williams tribute, and which makes me very excited to go to different countries and Robin's message of love, and it's a beautiful piece of news for me because I really do want to get the word out. More than anything, I think this may be Robin's mission, is to reach as many people as possible and say we have to love each other, our fellow man, no matter where we are. Men and women have to come together and fight this hatred that's going on in this world. It's really time, and it's all I can contribute. I could make people laugh, and that's part of it. By making them laugh, by doing fun, goofy things, your heart starts to open when we talk about what we all have in common and our fallibilities. And then you open up their hearts, because people's hearts are encased in this hard shell. It's from being on the computer all the time, or they're not even looking at other people. When we come together, the hearts can open up. You can reach inside and say, I knew you were there. Get that nice heart. Get that good heart. And then the hearts just the guy that's got the bomb strapped to him feels the love in the air and goes, oh, what the hell am I doing?
Oh, yes.
Let's unstrap the bomb, defuse the bomb, go home and hug your pal.
It's
Go
that
home and
easy.
hug your wife. It's not that
easy.
easy. It's that simple, though.
Okay. So, when do you think the movie will begin to roll?
I think it's going to start in the spring. I have a funny feeling some of the money that we're talking about is gonna be in place enough to get the production rolling. There's so many people that are calling me and asking me about the film and what can they do. So I think we're gonna have the budget in place, $2 million. It
And-
was $2 million, now it's 200,000, now it's just 100,000. 100,000, that's all we need. Originally it was 2 million.
Wow.
But you can make a movie for 100,000, 200,000 would be perfect. And we are on a go to start in March. I've already shot a bunch of footage from concerts.
And if you want to give, there's the GoFundMe site, and then you can give Roger a call at,
No,
no, you're supposed to.
can't supposed to,
Look,
no, this is
no.
it, GoFundMe.
No, you're supposed to be quiet while I go, you can call Roger at,
No, I really would love for you guys to get involved. We're gonna be doing stuff all over Hopkinton. You can participate. There's scenes that require audiences and crowds and people on the street.
well, let me know, and
Yeah, I will.
I'll do a blast
I
to
will.
our, what we call our group, who wants to be informed of these things.
Yeah.
It's an alert page.
It's really a community project. I don't know about getting the Hopkinton Center for the, what is it, the Hopkinton
Center
Arts
for the
Center?
Arts.
Center for the Arts
Yeah.
involved, whether they want to be part of this, but we could love to use the space there, because it's a great theater, and we could do some stuff there, you know.
Yeah.
It's a very dear movie. It's like Field of Dreams, but like with fart jokes.
Oh, no,
Some-
really? Do you have to?
I don't have to, it's a
Okay.
choice.
Okay.
People love farts.
Oh,
Kids,
you-
it's for the kids.
Oh, for the children.
Isn't that fun? Listen to the way it resonates in here.
Do you know that? Several years in a row. Was that a fart
That
question?
last one?
I've never
No,
heard
no,
of
it's a gratuitous fart sound.
The most popular word for 7-year-olds, several years in a row,
It's fart.
poop.
Boop. Well, it's a beautiful thing, you know.
But I should beep that out when we do it.